It's a glorious sunny Sunday. We've come here on purpose on a Sunday, as you'll see why in a minute. I say we, I've come by myself, I've driven and parked up there, and I've been tracking him in on my phone, which is why I know that pulling in now, is my companion. Everyone say hello to a familiar face, Dan, as we say welcome to
the least used station in Suffolk.
You can acknowledge the camera if you like, Dan. I've put it down and walked away. Yes, wave to the camera, Dan. So Dan's 2 meters behind me. Many things to squeeze in straight away. Dan is from Dan. Is Dan coming later, by the way?
He's on his way, but no, he couldn't get in the car with me, obviously.
Because he's not in your bubble.
Infection, no, exactly, yeah.
So we're doing a socially distanced least used station video. We've come to Suffolk, we've come to Lakenheath. Dan is also an All the Stations editor. But I've invited you because the predominant reason that Lakenheath exists as a station is because of the RSPB reserve across the way, and as he is demonstrating now.
No, nothing, carry on.
What was it? But you are friend of the birds, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're the closest thing I know to being a twitcher.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not as twitchy as some twitchers, but I do enjoy bird watching. Yeah, and I kind of have a fairly decent knowledge of what birds watch. So yeah, well, I've got a pair of binoculars on me. I'm a bird watcher. So
at some point in this video, some sort of avian knowledge.
Yeah.
You could pass my way.
I'll do my best to identify something of interest.
Thank you. It's a glorious day. The weather's lovely.
It's amazing.
Is it good? Is that good bird watching weather?
All weathers are kind of viable, I suppose, but yeah, it's nice when it's a nice day and you've got beautiful surroundings and you can enjoy just being outside as well as watching birds. So.
Did you say that Dan is on his way, by the way? But
yeah, he's on his way.
He's walking here, you said?
Yeah, it takes about 3 days.
Dan, I have actually bought my own binoculars.
Have you?
Yeah, thought I'd...
Go on then. Right.
No? Well, I'm making an effort. All right, just because yours are bigger and better.
There's a crow, there's a jackdaw actually. I mean, the actual bird reserve is on the other side of those trees. But yeah, from the station platform, you can also see some birds as well.
Dan, I wasn't actually expecting to see another passenger, but a gentleman has just arrived on the platform 1 on the Norwich-bound platform. I think
the rarest of creatures.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Get your binoculars on him. I think he has just come from the RSPB.
It's a person.
It's a person.
It's a lesser spotted passenger.
We'll get to passenger stats in a moment, obviously. Really narrow platforms, like that freight train. So please stay behind the other line. But Dan, I thought of a great thing we can do because there's a waiting shelter on this platform without a seat. But it's like an isolation booth.
It really is, yeah.
So why don't, if we shuffle, so if you go in there. So Dan.
Hi Jeff. Oh, that's much nicer.
Is there a waiting shelter at Lakenheath?
Not that I know of. Oh, yeah, there is. This is, but there's no seat in it, so it's a standing room only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen a dot matrix indicator?
Not a dot matrix one, I don't think.
But there is
an indicator. It's a screen one.
Yeah.
What do you call those?
Greater Anglia, they have these cool little screen gadgets. But there are train times displayed.
Yeah, there are train times, yeah.
Have you seen a timetable poster?
Sorry?
A timetable poster.
A timetable poster? Yeah, no, I can see a route map.
There
probably is a timetable poster.
Is there a ticket machine here?
No, there is no ticket machine.
Is there a bike rack here?
No.
Is there an old dilapidated signal box here?
Yes, there is one of those.
Is there a letterbox here?
Funnily enough.
There is. And are there benches here?
There are, but they've all got tape on them because you're not meant to be sitting on them. Not really too many people on them anyway. Are
you still recording?
Yeah.
It's good to get your audio.
Can I come out yet?
No, you do. You stay there. I think to spend the entire time inside the isolation booth.
Okay.
If you look on Google Street View, I'll do a cutaway. The Google Street View car hasn't been through here since 2011 when it was still old-fashioned wooden gates, and then somebody would actually be working the gatekeeper. come down, operate the gates manually. If you look on Street View, it's still there, but that hasn't been used in a very long time. Rickety old steps, and there's even like an old toilet and a wash basin in there, which would have been used at some point.
It's quite hot in here.
So what's up?
It's quite hot in here.
Do you want to come out?
Just saying.
All right.
It's kind of like a.
Should we go to the
greenhouse.
platform? Yeah, this is the 1549 stopper, Dan. I don't think. Surely that one passenger is the only passenger that Lakenheath's going to see today, so I don't think anybody will get on or off.
What? We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Dan, you missed the help point. Each side has also got a help point.
Oh, okay.
So there is a help point here at Lakenheath.
Goldfinch.
Is it really?
Yeah.
We're on the westbound platform. There's a gentleman down there who is genuinely catching the train, who's been to the RSPB.
Actual passenger.
Actual passenger. Dan, this is your moment. So we've actually done a bit of online research. How many trains does Lakenheath actually get served by during the week?
0.
0 trains on a Monday to Friday. But at the weekend,
The weekend it gets 2 on a Saturday, going either way.
but on a Sunday,
It gets 6.
no, 7. We rehearsed that and everything. Now, the other thing, Dan.
Yes, Jack.
Has he texted you? Is he almost here yet?
I think he's almost here, but
Dan-
it's a long way.
Dan is coming.
Yeah,
Dan
he's
is on
on
okay.
his way. Yeah.
How many passengers, according to the OR stats for 2018-19, did Lakenheath get?
454.
Amazing. Now,
Yeah.
normally here on Leasure Station, I divide that by 365 to sort of get a notional daily figure. And some people say that surely that doesn't count because of, no Sunday service or Christmas Day. But here we can definitely do this, because if there's no Monday to Friday service, 52 weeks in a year, right? So
Yeah.
2 times 52 is...
104.
So take your 454 and divide by 104. Did I not tell you?
about 100 and something.
No, it's like 4. It's 4.
Sorry,
it's
I mean-
4.
I've always said divide by 100. Yes.
It's 4 a day.
Yeah, for a day.
4 a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's very little, really, isn't
It's
it?
very little.
Yeah. So we're very lucky to catch one of them.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
sat over there.
Do you want to go look at the RSPB?
Yes, please.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Before we do that, right by the post box, I think there's what used to be an old waiting room here, but there's definitely here. Look, there's like a rickety door with something inside. Maybe it was a toilet.
Well, someone's job was to
What?
manually put it up and down.
Yes.
Someone worked here and their job was to
Would you like to see a clip of that?
physically press the button, or did they kind of crank
No, they
it up and
manually
down?
came out, and with wooden gates, they used to move the wooden gates across the crossing.
On wheels or
Yeah.
until when?
Well, when Vicky and I did all the stations in 2017, was it up at Brundle Gardens? We got some classic footage of it happening there. So at least 3 years ago. And then I think during 2018-19, Network Rail did a big programme across the whole of Norfolk, and a lot of crossings got finally changed from manual gates into automatic gates. Yeah. But this looks like it's been dilapidated for a while, doesn't it? The next 60 seconds of this video is going to be not so much about trains and very much about bird spotting. So if that's not your bag, skip forward a minute.
Well, what I thought was quite interesting actually was what the guy we were chatting to on the platform said when we were talking about the difference between twitchers and birders. Do you remember what he said?
Go on.
Because I couldn't really say it properly earlier, but he was quite right to say that twitchers, but birders will go to somewhere and just sort of see what birds they can see, whereas twitchers will specifically go somewhere to see a particular bird. So they'll get an alert on their phone saying, oh, there's a bee eater in Suffolk somewhere, and they'll go straight out there and there'll be hundreds of others there trying to find a bee eater. Whereas someone like myself, I don't really do that. I'll go for a nice wander, I'll see what I can see. Follow me.
Dan, a bit of a cheeky one. Bought on eBay the RSPB Pocket Guide to British Birds.
It's a classic.
It is a classic.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just test you really quickly.
I did not sign up for this.
Do you think you know all the birds in this book?
No, but you know, I know enough to be able to
All right.
to sort of be confident out and about. I can say that's a jackdaw.
Dan,
That's a Jeff.
I'm going to cover up the word. Can you just do, viewer? What is that one on the left?
Kestrel.
That is a kestrel. He's got it right.
I mean, come on, try harder. Kestrels are easy.
All right. Okay. All right. No, we'll go slightly harder. What is that one?
It's a grouse of some sort, or is it?
It is a grouse. What
black
colour grouse? It's a red
Oh,
grouse.
it's a red grouse.
A red grouse. Okay. And now I'm going to go for one that I've just never heard of, which is like super hard. I'm going to ask Dan what this one is. Left-hand side.
Dunlin?
No.
No,
It's a something
sanderling.
It's a sanderling.
Yes.
What's a sanderling? I've never heard of a sanderling.
It's a type of like a wader bird that you find along the shoreline and often in flocks, I think.
Okay. I feel like sort of presenting you with a Blue Peter Star badge, and luckily I found Greater Angler. You might want to come and fix this because this has fallen off one of your signs. We found it lying on the floor. Please come and screw it back on. But if this was a memento, I'd give it to you. But obviously I'm not going to do that. So
No.
okay,
I think put it back, Jeff.
put it back. All right. Phew. Right. Any sign of Dan? One final thing to mention, I checked, I've done the maths on my phone. The next service here at Lakenheath is next Saturday, meaning there's a gap of 5 days, 18 hours and 53 minutes between services.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh, for
You're too late, mate. We're done. We're done. Yeah, the bird reserve shut as well. You're too late. Too late.